like lands moves like 24/7, and you have to like make sure you're not getting hit by them. Make sure he's not getting in.
It's really interesting because I feel like this is going to be a completely different pace to any kind of the sets we've seen from Jezo today. Like, Gigglezz is going to be charging in, and
right there. I want to hit you, and I'm going to keep pressing. One of these will hit you, I swear. But this is the big thing with Gigglezz that like Jezo doesn't necessarily do, is that Gigglezz is very happy to go for like either like quite an unsafe option or like quite a preemptive read in neutral, particularly the up Bs to kind of like catch you shielding. He's very, very preemptive with them sometimes, and it has really really not worked out in a couple of his sets. So it's going to be interesting to see, you know, whether Jezo picks up on them and then what sort of like his best punish available. But already we're seeing Gigglezz with a little bit of a nice start at the moment, just leading with the back air. Again, another one not quite being in the space, but Gyro with Falcon kick as well. Gyro does not care. Gyro has no interest in Falcon kick whatsoever.
Yeah, and I mean, these guys, it's been a while since they've played, you know, Jezo kind of dipping in and out of the scene. I believe they last played at Boss Battles, the smaller ones. So, you know, this is going to be really interesting to see Gigglezz. I believe he's evolved a lot as a player since then. And Jezo, of course, coming back, trying to make a point, just proving how strong he is. So.
Yeah, as well, because it feels like we mentioned a little bit earlier on about like the concept of, you know, like Jezo was leveled up, but then it's almost like Gigglezz kind of missed like prime Jezo, and is now sort of like, we're back over the hill, and it's sort of, Jezo's in his sort of like, I don't know, retirement era, I guess. But in the same vein as well, it's just going to be interesting, and there you go, neutral get a Falcon kick. I mean, it's Gigglezz, he loves it. He's getting that GSP every single time he goes for it. He loves that wake up down B. But certainly, you know, Jezo, very much not out of it yet. Love that little spot dodge, get away from that grab situation. But yeah, this is where things can get a little bit scary though.
Yeah, I mean, this is a pretty nice position for Gigglezz to be in as well. Like, really nice position for Gigglezz to be in. Literally just ducks down and just stomps him down to the abyss below. And now this is literally, again, like, Gigglezz not the kind of player that like would like slow this down as well. Like, now there's going to be so much free damage going on, and it does not matter kind of what happens. Like, if he just, you know, goes for it, like, that stock is locked, but he's still just going to go straight on the pedal here.
Yeah, I mean, that whole style just exemplifies the strength that Gigglezz has as a player. The IDJ, the platform tech chase, like the ledge slip. Gigglezz is pretty technical, you know. He really loves to optimize Falcon, and Jezo racking up the damage. He's trying to optimize Rob too. Jezo also, you know, piling up the damage here. But I think both these players certainly masters of their characters, and it does really show.
I think it's interesting as well because it's like there aren't that many like technical Falcons left. It's like it's been kind of like the evolving point of the character, where it's like, look, either like everybody knows how to fight Falcon at a very basic level, but it's like you've got to get the technical stuff in, and it's been really interesting to see the way that Gigglezz has been sort of popping this into his play. And again, it's something that Jezo is going to have to adjust to pretty much on the fly. Again, like we said, very, very long time since these two have met. Not again, come on, man. Like, come on.
I do love though that like Gigglezz was reacting to the gyro ledge every single time, so just dropping down, and then like the moment it disappeared, that's when he sort of immediately got up and just got away for that down. Hang on, he's back, he's back.
Oh no, if I know anything about Captain Falcon, he can make a surprisingly deep off ledge, even though his recovery, like just at a basis, it seems like pretty like sort of linear, but he's got insane air drift. Can make it back from like insanely deep like horizontal angles, with the wall jump as well, which Gigglezz utilized there, as we saw. And right now, I think both players are just trying to find the kill. Gigglezz just like wanted to close out the game. Jezo hopefully trying to bring it to a last stock situation, and I'm assuming he's hoping to get a Rob Series today. Very much no point. Down air will take it.
That's the thing, yeah. So like, it's that sort of like the other side of the coin of like waiting and reacting on ledge, is that you do lose that ledge invincibility. Like, it ends a lot sooner after 100%. So Jezo just being ready for it. The weak knee and the tech chase, I love that. The jab 1-2 to cover the miss tech, and then the dash attack back almost on reaction. Really, really enjoying this from Gigglezz. However, we know if there's one character that can steal stocks in a heartbeat, it is Rob the damn robot. So it is going to be, I mean, it's literally in his name. That killed? Okay, never. Yeah, you know what? Never mind.
We all had to like peer around like just to check. Like, okay, he is actually gone. Yeah,
so from the angle that I'm sat, there's like little bits of the camera that are in the way. And like Rob in the background was like behind the camera. So I was like, what's? Jezo's stolen in the air. Oh wait.
No, he's just gone.
I cannot see Gigglezz face right now. Like, I'm a bit obstructed, admittedly, but.
Yeah, I mean, Gigglezz going to be happy with that one. You can't really blame Jezo for holding in there. I'd be pretty scared to hold out versus Gigglezz at 180 at 80%. Really, so, you know, that up B going to seed it for Gigglezz. He was making a lot of use of those up Bs that set. You know, we saw him catching roll off ledge, used it off the Angel platform last stock. Like, that move is just... It's amazing versus such a big body like Rob. Jezo as well as a player, he's not much of an air dodger. He likes moving around, he likes jumping, and you know, Falcon's up, you can really scout that out. Gigglezz with the lead right now.
Something that I do want to mention that I actually completely forgot about until about a minute ago was Jezo beating was it Jogiboo at what event was it? Was it Terra?
Oh,
Terra.
that is true. I completely forgot
about that.
Yeah, that was at Terra. Yeah, wow.
And obviously, I know that was back when Jezo was attending a lot more, and when because obviously Jezo hasn't really been to a lot. I think his last big event was Regen, which was around this time last year. And I'm not quite sure when Terra was, but Jezo clearly knows a thing or two about the matchup. He kept it pretty close game 1 and obviously beat Jogiboo in that game 5, I believe it was. And so I'm sure he does feel fairly comfortable into Captain Falcon, but I'm not quite sure how the playstyle differentiates.
Just called out that spot dodge. I love that so much. Again, it's always that temptation because when you're at that 100, 120 range, you are constantly watching out for, you know, the Rob down throw because there's that mix-up on top, and then Jezo just being like, right, okay, I know that you're scared of this, and I'm just gonna wait for it, and then beautiful punish. But again, Gigglezz just being relentless, and it is this ledge, these ledge traps from Gigglezz are really, he's done extremely well in all of his matchups so far, and he's so good at keeping people just stuck on the ledge and just the rinse and repeat factor. But again, Jezo really making sure that he is living 180% so far, and I love the fact that Jezo went a little bit further below the ledge to avoid that ledge slip, but eventually the gentleman jab will seal the deal.
Okay, and Jezo getting huge amount of damage there, just connecting into the back air as well. Suddenly looking like new signs of life. The up air does come out, but Gigglezz still going to be holding on here. Still trying to get something going. The forward air, the aggressive option off the ledge, just chucking out gyro, just keeping Gigglezz at bay constantly, just stopping all this momentum to an up air to do it. Obviously, Gigglezz just trying to find a way through. I do like the use of the side B though, just to connect with that gyro, but obviously, it still does really much when you're just getting stuck.
We can see these moments where Gigglezz is just, he's taking an awful lot of damage just for trying to get back to stage. And again, it's just this relentlessness. And the thing is, Jezo is more than happy to just wait and see. And I love that attempt from Gigglezz to sort of try and delay it a little bit, but Jezo, again, just one step at a time. And of course, the huge lingering hitbox that is Rob's down air is just perfect for that kind of situation.
Yeah, Rob's a very good character, keeping people at a ledge, and obviously just whether it be from 2-framing or from just gyro ledge traps in general, and he's keeping it very well versus Gigglezz. Obviously now he's at ledge himself, and
what are you doing?
He really wants him.
Optimistic, for lack of a optimistic up B with down air of knee. That will just, why not? Might as well.
Ooh, and I love that attempt on the tech chase, just knowing, again, that respect for Jezo, knowing that he'd probably tech on the platform, trying to catch the roll in with the down air, however, it not quite working out, and then Jezo just going for that big sweeping neutral air. However, this is where things get really scary. Oh my. No. Oh no.
I love the confidence from Gigglezz there. You know, he goes in, he runs into that scrap with the nail one. As soon as he hits it, he knows what he sees. He sees the up airs into the knee with the 2 IDJs. Again, his prowess is amazing. The awareness that would have caught both DIs as well, I believe. Gigglezz with a statement. You know, that was a 2-0 win. I think game 1, it seemed quite favoured towards Gigglezz. Game 2, Jezo was really shaking things up. You know, we noticed how he kind of felt more confident, was scrapping much more efficiently with gyro and that sort of thing. But now this is a large lead for Gigglezz as he's trying to make his spot in top 8.
Yeah, and a reverse 3-0 as well for Jezo. That's such a tall order, particularly against someone who's kind of as volatile as Gigglezz. I mean, that's the thing. It's with game 1, we had that quite early stock. The down air at 70% was quite a big one. And even there, you know, even though we were losing stocks at sort of around the 100% range, it's still the fact that Gigglezz can kind of just pull these kills out of seemingly nowhere off of these 1 or 2 stray hits at 30, 40. I mean, that little sequence right at the end, you know, 40, 50%. Couple of, you know, 1 stray hit into a couple of up airs, now 1 knee, done. But
oh my God,
we're already straight.
Whoa, okay, damn, how did this happen? Religion is spawned in the bonus seconds already, and Jezo is at triple digits here. Gigglezz going crazy on it, and suddenly, it's looking like a pretty good position for him to try and take the stock. I love the little sort of just weave back though, just kind of retreat, just to escape on that down air. But to Gigglezz, I mean, he just can play off all this momentum here. Yeah, all that momentum.
Yeah, I was gonna say that felt a touch sort of, I don't want to say lazy, but it felt a little bit sort of like sloppy there from Jezo, particularly as Gigglezz has been going for these down airs each and every single time to just kind of drift towards it and pray that Gigglezz wouldn't do that. We saw typically in the Luigi set as well earlier on where Gigglezz wasn't really giving Luigi a reason to adapt. And I think maybe there's this element of Jezo where he's like, okay, well, he may not down air again, but the thing is with Gigglezz is that if it's working, he's still going to go for it. And if it's not working, chances are he's still going to go for it at the same time. So it's like Jezo needs to make these adjustments along the lines of like, you're just going to keep going for this option. Like Gigglezz, like don't give him the respect he hasn't earned.
Yeah.
Nice spacing on shield there with the down air as Gigglezz finds another conversion of Nair knee. You know, with his character as big as Rob, you're going to expect some beatings, but Gigglezz is really just, he's making the most of it, honestly, as he finds himself one stock separating him from top 8.
Yeah, I mean, like, the thing about Gigglezz is that he just does not miss these, ever. Like, you give him a chance, but, I mean, Jezo certainly taking a chance there, gets the gyro into the up smash there, keeping him nice and even, give him opportunity, but again, Gigglezz just going to go straight on acceleration pedal here, and just try and get as much going as possible. But obviously, like, Jezo, I think, like, kind of almost letting go of, like, kind of the patient gameplay that we saw previously. Instead, actually just going full aggression himself. Going to get these neutral airs, just kind of stop momentum. Obviously, chucking out the gyro as well. But Gigglezz is still on it. Going to be trying to use the gyro against him. See if we can connect that Nair again to seal it all up. But Joyce, I mean, this is looking like a little bit Gigglezz' favour here. These seconds away.
Missed the Nair one knee and looking like a bit rough. I know if he won that game, if he got to confirm, he would have won the game, and it would have missed some 3-0. But oh my god.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know whether we're getting to the point where Nair one's not gonna quite connect anymore. But even then, it's just a lot of these stray hits are either gonna kill Jezo or put him in a very, very precarious position, and this is where things can get real scary. And Jezo just rolling completely out of the way of that pressure. The up B not quite gonna seal it out just yet, and a lovely neutral air to boot as well. However, 170%, a lot of aggro. A lot of aggro options on the way down here from Jezo, but there's a lot of rage on this robot as well. A down throw, but a back air now. That's going to do it every single time. That was decisive 3-0, I've got to say.
That was brutal, honestly. Like, Gigglezz had that. He just had that. It, obviously, like, a tough, like, a close game for you, but it felt like Gigglezz had that matchup. Like, he knew what he needs to do.
Definitely a very fun and explosive set to watch, I will say.
Yeah, great movement from Gigglezz throughout the set, honestly. I like how I think a lot of players, when they're faced with Rob's onslaught of projectiles and large hitboxes, they sometimes, you know, start air dodging, start rolling a lot. But Gigglezz, you know, I was seeing him jumping around those platforms. He was really comfortable to go to the top platform a lot in that final stock, just kind of weaving around all of Jezo's pressure. And I mean, we were talking a lot about Gigglezz that set, but we have to say congratulations to Jezo, of course, for getting 9th at this event.
Absolutely, yeah.
Coming out of retirement pretty much for this event, and getting a few good wins along the way. I think I might go out and try to find Jezo to bring him in here if he.
Absolutely, yeah. Because no, I mean, like, obviously coming out from that year away as well, like, you know, to come back for it. And still get 9th is a showing of like how good he is. But no, good stuff too. Obviously, thank you so much, King. So take care of yourself. Yeah, that's all good. So yeah, we're going to try and get Jezo in here as well, just have a little chat with him. Obviously, that is the end of his Brink journey, not the end of his Smash journey just yet. We do have regen on the way, which he has entered into, and hopefully not dropping out, because I'll be sad.
Yes, I did ask him about it. He did say that in his own words, if there's a tournament with NK Leo in attendance in the UK, he's not gonna pass that up. Yeah. If he has a chance to play Leo, he's gonna take it. Yeah. And hopefully, you know, if there's a set to see, I would like to see Leo versus Jezo. They're both like Leo's obviously very like one of the best players in the world, like top 20 nowadays maybe. But Jezo's like a really solid player in his own right, you know. Yeah. So and he's proven this weekend that, you know, he's still got it in him. He's still a very solid player. Beat Kendrick Olomar, of course, and managed to beat who was it that he played in a Serenity, of course, as well. Yes.
Yeah, it's interesting with Jezo because I believe out of every player that is in attendance, he is far and away he's been like the most long-standing player. I think he dabbled in competitive brawl, but then was right there at the beginning of the Smash 4 days, and has always been kind of clawing for that PR position. And he's gotten close a fair few times. I remember around the days of the first Albion where it was in contention, but then, you know, the man himself.
Gonna say, man of the hour, coming along.
So we'll hear it straight from the robot's mouth.
Our man, mic up real quick.
Our man Jezo.
While these guys yap away, I'm
gonna help you out. So,
you clip that onto yourself. There's like a little crocodile clip here, and sort of put it on the outside. Yeah, there you go. So if you just sort of clip like top it there. There's a little bit of a hard one.
I've still got gamer hands. I can't like.
There we go. Just that.
There we go.
Sweet, that'll do. There we go. And you have a little button there that unmutes you.
Welcome to the couch.
I'm going to mute myself as well. There we go.
So am I unmuted now?
You are.
No, you're
unmuted.
good. You're on.
We can hear you.
Oh.
Welcome. There you are. Look, whoa.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Yeah, all good, all good. How are you feeling, boss?
Yeah, really good actually. Yeah, that was it was really cool to see Gigglezz. He's really improved over this past year, so it was really cool to see. I was saying it earlier, like yesterday and stuff. Like the cool thing about Gigglezz, he's just so unrelenting.
He's
he's
full aggression.
Always, he's always like forcing himself forward, making his way forward. And to be honest, like I felt like I was doing really well that set the whole time. But it's just like, no.
Yeah.
He just goes in, gets that no one.
Even like instances where you had like the lead and everything like that, and the Giggle's still like just flying back.
He just blows you up. It's really,
he's
really
definitely
cool
one of the
to
more, I think, like aggressive and up in your face UK players.
yeah. But I think that's what we need, I think, as a scene. And I think it's really cool that we have this really super hype Falcon as well. Playing at high level. So.
And like I imagine it's sort of a big kind of difference between the last time you played, because it's been quite a while since you last played.
I think last time we played was at.
I think we were saying like boss battles or
battles.
something like that.
I had food poisoning and was having a really bad time that day. So,
bad memories.
No, that's all right. It's always fun fighting Gigglezz because you just never know what's going to happen next. Right, so.
Yeah, and of course, like sort of. You come into this, sort of you've been sort of away from the scene for a little while, but have you still enjoyed things? Enjoyed sort of getting back into the swing of things?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm quite relieved right now because competing at this level is really stressful. Yeah,
I can imagine.
It's it feels like a lot of pressure, a lot of stress. Like big props to all these guys that are still going at it. Benethin as well, they're still going at it.
Because obviously you've been in the scene for like quite a while. We met right at the start of Smash 4, and it's been like all the way up to this point. Do you feel like there's like more of that pressure nowadays compared to back then, or do you think it's because of like obviously you've been ranked fairly high in the PR at the last one, or just?
I've always felt nervous at tournaments. I don't know. I don't know if it's the same for everyone, but like always had those nerves. They never go away.
Just competitive nature, I suppose.
Yeah.
But obviously, sort of got regen coming up, but again, you're sort of feeling fairly sort of relaxed about it. Just going to go with kind of, do what you can do. And
absolutely,
like you already showed this week. I mean, we chatted a fair bit, and you said like you just feel sort of no pressure, sort of no other sort of obviously just like obviously pressure in the sets, obviously, but kind of no expectations, no sort of like goals, just kind of go along and play the best you can.
The pressure comes from Gigglezz charging at you.
Like something this angry man coming in your face, like scary stuff. But yeah, obviously, sort of going into regional again, like just play as best you can.
For sure, it's going to be a good time.
And you enjoyed this weekend still.
Yeah, absolutely.